Good morning, people. It is day 27 of the camper pod build. I'm sporting a new haircut, as you can see. Well, probably not, because I'm usually wearing a bandana. I'll be putting that on shortly. And today, I'm going to try and get all the returns done on the camper pod. The biggest area, it would be down here for the FRP, so that when I put the FRP up here, it needs something to attach to. So I'm going to put returns down there, as well as try to do some on the inside as well, that sort of thing. And I've also noticed that I've also got to jack up the camper pod and adjust the dollies underneath, because they seem to have shifted. So they're a little skew, so I just want to straighten that up. Yesterday, when I was out running around, I actually picked up some more strapping. Like this stuff is like expensive now. Like for 6 pieces of strapping is like a little over 20 bucks. Crazy. And between the last video and this one, we went out and I purchased a Motormaster 1500 watt power inverter. Now this is a modified sine wave, not a pure sine wave, because they're like twice as expensive. And what we're going to be running in here, I don't think it really needs super clean energy, because we're not going to be running, you know, medical equipment and that sort of stuff. And then I remembered about this. It was up on the ceiling of my garage, never used, a 1000 watt. Now this one's a 15. And that can up to 3000 watt for surge power. This one's 1000 and going to do up to 2000 watt. Don't think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to keep this one. I actually bought this 10 years ago, and I paid the receipts in the box $79 for it. This one, 1500 watt, was $179. So 10 years ago, and this one was, I think, probably state of the art. Actually had a remote, and this one does have a remote as well. That'll, you know, pull away and it'll show like the amps and stuff left in the battery. This one here, the remote is just an on-off remote. So still seem to be pretty technologically advanced for the day. Anyway, time to put on my coveralls and get to work. I'll shoot some video, show you what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. So you may remember in the last video, I put a little bit of the VHB tape on this piece of ACM. And it's been close to 72 hours, which is around the time that the manufacturer says it has its highest bond. And he said in perfect conditions, 1 inch will hold 87 pounds. So they say. So I'm going to try this experiment. Don't know how accurate it's going to be, but we'll see. So I got this jug of water. Oh, that just timed out. That is 4 kilos, which is a little over 8.5 pounds. That's 163 grams. So say in total it's going to be 9 pounds. So what I'm going to do is, I'll take you with me. I'm going to, I gotta move back my step stool here. Okay. Okay, this is my weigh scale that I've been using for most of my camper build. So I'll hang that. I'm going to hang this here all day. Okay, that's my ACM. And I'm going to hang the water on the bottom of this. It's timed out. Okay, let's hang that there and turn it off and turn it on. Actually, I have to. This is being a real pain in the butt here now, trying to do this one-handed. Okay. Let's unhook that. Turn it on. Okay, it's at 0. Hook the water on, and then hook the ACM onto this. There we go. And that comes out to 4.17 kilos, which is about 9.5 pounds. So I'm just going to let that hang there all day. Hopefully it won't get in my way, just to see what happens with that weight, with that tape. Okay, let's go back to building. Well, when I looked at putting those returns in, didn't think it was going to be a real big pain, but it's going to be a pain because I'm going to have to put them in between each one of these supports. Thought I'd be able to put it in one piece, but it's going to be several pieces. A bazillion more pieces to go. Got it all done. Took a bit of time. I got a couple of pieces of wood. Actually, I only had to use really one piece of board that was 4 feet long. I ripped it. All fits in there. Got that side done, the other side done. And it's lunchtime. So I'm going to take a break now, get a little bite to eat, and then look at the interior returns. See what I have up here in scrap. Probably might rip this and see what I got over here in my little cutoff bin. See what I can use there as well. It's been about 2 hours with that 2-inch, I think it is, piece of VHB tape holding onto the ACM, holding onto that piece of wood. So I'm just going to add another 4 kilograms of weight, which is about 8 pounds. Let's see what happens. See if I can get it on there. Okay. So I'll let that hang there for whenever. I'll probably just hang it in the garage overnight just to see what happens. So these are 4 kilograms a piece, which is almost 10 pounds, I think. I'll just go calculate it. Yes, I do have a calculator. So 8 kilos multiplied by 2.02 equals, so that's 16 pounds of water plus a little bit of wood. It's hanging from that now. Okay, we'll see how it ends up at the end of the day. So I added another. So we got 3 water bottles for that one piece of tape. Looks like it's pulling apart right there a little bit. I'm just going to get up and check the weight on that now. Lift it off. It's kind of heavy. Oh, and there it goes. So it finally let go there. So that was about 12 kilograms. I say pretty close to, that's double and a bit, about 25 pounds. And it pulled off the wood. And that's for 1.5 inches. So what we're going to be doing is putting sort of full strips down the length there. So, and each, well, the full sheet of ACM for the side, the 5x10 weighs about 50 pounds. And we're going to have like 5, 10, 15, like 20 linear feet of this stuff. And this was 1.5 inches that held up. If I hadn't been jerking on it, then it probably would have lasted longer. So it easily held the 2 water bottles. Third, put an extra bit of stress on it. So at least I know now how much this can hold in my super duper scientific test. I actually went around and I decided just to put little green pieces of tape wherever I needed a return, because every time I turned around it was like I needed a new return somewhere. So I did that so I wouldn't be surprises to me whenever I turn around, like picking blueberries. You pick a patch and then you turn around and there's more blueberries. Okie dokie, so it's the end of day 27. My wife's in cooking supper and she wants me in and upstairs, so I'll clean up by 4:30. So I'm gonna stop right now. I still need to do returns along here top and figure out, well, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here as well as inside the cabinet. I got all the rest of them done, which is great. Got the outside done, perfect. So anyway, that's it for day 27. I'm not going to bother to really clean up the shop here today. I'm going to leave it a mess. I know I said I don't like doing it, but it's going to happen today. And it's kind of raining, so I got to go bring my table saw in. So it's going to be a bit of a quick shove everything in the garage because it's raining and go in for supper. Anyway, folks, that's it, day 27. See you in the next video.